And now, coming to you from the Pensado Media Center, powered by Westlake Pro.
The baby is born. A look at where Dave does his thing. The all-new Fab Factory. We're going to take a look. A super cool Keith Urban hang. Man, we had a good time. Gear Expo Nashville on fire. Same as AES Los Angeles. And, of course, a sweet ITL. You're at the place. It's Pensado's place.
As always, I'm excited about another convention.
I know.
And this one's not ours. We can relax a little bit.
That's true. Yeah, that's actually, actually, I don't know what the season is, because usually we're ready for January, because NAMM was so heavy, but there's a thing right in here. AES and Gear Expo and Sessions.
It's all AES is like, that's probably my favorite. Well, I don't know, they're just different.
They're just different.
NAMM, I see more old friends. AES, you get to spend quality time with old friends.
That's a good way to put it.
Can't wait. We're going to be there. Have quite a presence this year.
Shall we talk about it?
We just did.
Okay, cool. Then the show's over. We can go. Okay, good night. Why don't I take it from here?
Tip your waitress.
Here we go. Hi, gang. Thanks for joining us. Our partners also thank you for joining us. They are the Blackbird Academy, Vintage King, Avid, Fab Factory, DTS, Recording Connection, and Studio 202 DC. Wow. Gear Expo Nashville coming up October 22nd. We've got a number of panels. There's a Songwriters Roundtable with Mark Beeson, Phil O'Donnell, Jason Duke. These are writers who have had records with the likes of Blake Shelton, Keith Urban, Craig Morton, Kelsea Ballerina, Scotty McCreery, who we did something on years ago, Kelly Pickler, and on and on and on. We're going to add some rock stuff to that panel and some urban stuff to that panel. You don't want to miss that. We also got a super producers panel. Brendan Benson is in. Ooh. We have a tentative yes from two people who we can't mention yet, and one very big. Stay tuned. We'll announce that as soon as I get that locked up, because I'm bursting to tell you, but I can't. Got a panel on gigs you didn't know existed in audio. Oh. We want to show you different ways you can be employed and take your skills and go farther with them. So we will show you everything from the movie business, the sports business, radio, studio design, being a manufacturer's rep, education. We're even going to have a website that can get you gigs, and we're going to have them join us. So come figure out the different ways you can use your audio skills to not only be employed, but to make contributions to this great community of ours. It's going to be plenty of legends in the audio space will be there as well. Stephen Slate's going to be hanging around, Mitch Dane, Mark Rubel, Vance Powell, and on and on and on and on. Giveaways. Is it Pensado without giveaways? Are you kidding? We've got the Avid Pro Tools dock, which people really loved. We gave some away last time. Yep. Focusrite, Claret 4 Pre's, Ableton Live 9 Suite, Apogee mic, I think it's the 96K, Prime Acoustic Recoil Stabilizer, Radial Gold Digger. I mean, just the words alone make me want to get some stuff. We're also going to have the incredible comeback story of the year. You got to know David Platalero a little bit from the Pensado Awards. Gibson was really cool and gave him a Les Paul guitar. And he's going to perform at Gear Expo Nashville with some of our buddies from the Chesney world and from the McGraw world. It's going to be a cool little thing. David is an amazing story. You got to meet him just for the inspiration.
Absolutely.
He is 5 months from an accident, driving on his own, doing some incredible things. Told us today by video, he was actually on a treadmill without help. He had physical help holding him up, but he wasn't leaning on anything. This guy was never supposed to walk again. So he's a music lover. He's one of our family. He's our boy. So we're going to have him there. And that's not all. We decided we need a little after jam. So Dave and I are going to have the Pensado after jam at Trace Horse Studios. It's a ranch and a really badass studio. You can see some of the stuff behind me. We're going to give out a bunch of wristbands during Gear Expo Nashville, so a whole lot of you guys can join us, hang out with the other panelists, hang out with the legends, hang out with Dave and I and the Pensado team, and it's just going to be a great day. October 22nd, 10 o'clock to about 4 o'clock. Go to thegearexpo.com. You see it right here. Sign up ASAP. Do not delay. Thegearexpo.com. Come down and have fun. You want to win stuff. You want to learn. you want to see the latest in recording gear, you want to hang with us afterwards, it's just going to be a ball. It's one of our
Always
favorite
is,
things to do.
yeah.
So we'll see you there. Also, if you're so inclined, if life works out this way for you, right after that, you've got the Blackbird sessions at the Blackbird Studios. There's a couple seats left open. A good number of international students are coming, which is really cool. You get a lot of different sort of flavor from them. The Master Blaster here will give you a great learning experience. I'm going to stop through and give you some information on management and what to do with your career and how to make money. Actually, I think David Plenolero signed up to take the class. The dates, October 24 through 28. You do not want to miss this. It's right after Gear Expo. For information, you can go to karma at theblackbirdacademy.com, or the website is blackbirdstudio.com. Both of those will have information. You want to be there. A couple seats left open. And as you know with Dave, you're going to get Dave plus plus. Dave mixing, Dave recording, Dave teaching you, Dave evaluating your music, Dave taking you to lunch, Dave taking you to dinner, or you guys taking him to lunch and dinner, Dave as a philosopher, Dave as a mentor that will last with you for the rest of your career. I'm telling you, it is the best bang for your buck.
Who is this Dave?
You don't know him. He's a weird dude.
God, I like to meet him.
Weird dude. Yeah, black dude, like 26 years old.
I never win anything. Do you think I could get him free of that?
No, you're part of the show, bro. I don't win shit either. Anyways, it'll be fun. So now, let's move to Los Angeles. We've been in Nashville for a minute. What's happening in LA? This weekend coming up is AES. Great opportunities for Dave and I to meet you. Here are 3 goodies for you. Friday at 3 at the Westlake Pro booth, which is booth number 210. Friday at 3 o'clock, we'll be there. On Saturday, come to a Q&A with Dave at the Oxburger booth at 1 p.m. That's booth 211. And then later that day, free drinks, this is the fun one, free food, free giveaways at the Audionamics Pod in the Avid Pavilion on Saturday at 3 p.m. That's Pod 5. So now we're going to be there much more than that, but those are 3 stopping points that you want to make. Westlake Pro on Friday, then Oxburger Saturday at 1, Audionamics Saturday at 3. Although we'll be trundling around there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Stop us, take a picture, do an autograph, do something. We want to meet you and thank you for the support. We look forward to seeing you there. And understand this, it's not just you coming to see us. It's at every place that you stop, you're going to meet great people, great products. These are people who make sure the show comes to you for free. Go there and investigate why you want to do business with them. We want to see you for sure. The reason we go is because we believe in the people and the products and why we're there. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it goes beyond just seeing us. Yeah. These are really cool people. So, last but not least, let us, Dave and I, share with you something we did last week with Chongor and Leandro, right? Mm-hmm. We hung with just about the super coolest artist that he's our new favorite dude, right?
Yeah.
So Candace Stewart over at East West, Leslie Lewis, Lisa Roy, and a bunch of folks presented Keith Urban. And Keith did a breakdown on his new album called Ripcord. And it was both a conversation about how he recorded it and whatever he did, and also he played. And I'm telling you, Dave and I afterwards and all the team, wasn't that a great time?
Amazing time.
It was amazing.
I thought about leaving there and putting together a little blues band and play Fresno.
Keith will make you do that, won't you?
I knew he's gifted. I've worked with him a couple of times, but good Lord, it's like you forget how talented the man really is.
Well, and I think, let me say this, what was amazing to watch was how many of our family were involved in Keith.
It was
right. So Busby played with him and worked with him on the
Busby
record.
Was amazing.
Amazing. Greg Wells played. I think they've had 2 #1 singles. Was really amazing. During the time he talked about John McBride, so I was texting John that was going on. A bunch of mixers that are part of our family have mixed on this record. Tony Maserati, Manny American, Serban, and on and on and on. Another cool thing about Keith was just his approach to the record. Creatively, he sought out Nile Rodgers, and they did some stuff together that
really
was just
cool stuff.
Crazy. Jeff Basker, and just things that you wouldn't ordinarily think about. And last but not least, this boy is a musical beast.
Really?
I mean, straight up. Like, there were from foot pedals to guitar. And then the picture that you see behind me, I ended up inadvertently having a conversation with him He had seen the Phil X solo at Pensado Awards, really responded to it, knew who the show was, really responded to it. There were some other things that where we crossed paths. The fact that we use Music Cares with David Platalero, Keith has used Music Cares in his life and career. Just flat out amazing. Could not have been more warm, could not have been more gracious. And then for me, somebody who is uber protective of the Pensado brand, let me just give you one last thing. His people, Paul and all the other ones around, have been super respectful of you, the audience, and our show. We've had ongoing conversations. We don't know where it'll lead, but I will tell you that from a superstar's perspective, they could not be being more gracious, more respectful to the Pensado Place fan. I'm a complete fanboy, and the album is dope.
Yeah, it really is.
And the music is dope. So to all of our friends that were involved, Busby and Greg and all the team and all the mixers and all the stuff, to the Keith Urban team and to Keith himself, tip of the cap. Really good stuff. A great time, right?
Yeah, I had a blast.
Leandro and Chongor too, huh?
Yeah.
I couldn't get Chongor out of there. I kept calling.
I
haven't left yet.
I thought about leaving a little bit early, and I looked over at Leandro and he goes, "No, let's stay." And we stayed, and I'm so happy we stayed for that last part because it was amazing.
Great time. Check out the Ripcord record. All right, we got us a great ITL. Dave, what's it about?
The EDM world leads in a lot of spaces, and this ITL is one of them.
Cool.
Hey guys, you know I love to cruise around the internet. I like this website called Equipboard, and you can go on there and find out what different people are using, and I do that, particularly in the dance world. I kept running across people mentioning this plugin by Tony Maserati. It's the GTI, which is supposedly, I thought, is supposed to be used for guitar because it says guitar right down here in the lower right-hand corner, but you know, the dance community is so inventive, and they're using it on pads and all kinds of stuff. So I took a cue from that world and want to show you a little bit. This song is Party by Myself by Conor Phillips, produced by Alessandro Calemi. And here again, Sundafu is the producer. So check this out. I think this is so cool. This is the bridge in the song. So I'm gonna give you a little. So you see the mood I'm trying to get? Let's check out without it. Okay, I'm gonna flip it in the middle so you can hear it. That's so good, isn't it? So as you can tell, we used a plugin in a way it probably wasn't originally conceived to be used that way, but it works. Now, why did I choose this guitar plugin? Well, partly because I heard it on a lot of records that I liked the sound of it and wanted to try it out myself. What I was trying to do on this particular part of the song is lower the energy a little bit so that when I come to the next chorus, the energy kicks up and I can have people run to iTunes to pay for this song. And the plugin did it perfectly. You notice I control the depth. I'm putting the depth in time, kind of giving it that side chain feel, but I'm doing it with depth. And the chorusing, all of those things kind of add a bit of an ethereal moment to the song. I'm going to play it for you one more time so you can see what I'm saying, the impact coming into it without that. Now we're gaining a little bit of volume, but I'm cheating, so there, kill me. You feel that moment? Now feel that moment. Yeah. That's pretty cool. You know what? I haven't talked to Tony, but I'm gonna have to tell him about this. Basically, I'm not doing a lot. The mix knob, the depth, adding a little presence, little level. Experiment with these over here. A lot of cool things can happen, and there you go.
So over the last couple of months, we have been talking about Dave's new studio, and we've been in the process of getting it together and working hard. NoHo is short for North Hollywood. There's a ton of great studios in North Hollywood, Larrabee and NRG and 17 Hertz and on and on. And Dave had an opportunity to create a studio also in NoHo. We call it Fab Factory. We are intensely proud of it, and we thought we'd show you where the Master Blaster works, how he works, how it's put together, and we want you to come by at some point in time. So here's a quick look at the brand new baby that's born, the Fab Factory.
I'm Sean Fabos, co-owner of Fab Factory Studios, and I'm partnered with Dave and Herb from the Pensado's Place. Well, we wanted to bring a studio with high looks and high quality rooms at an affordable rate so that people upcoming and growing can even get into a nice facility with an amazing sounding room, to people like mixers, producers, engineers, even artists as well, writing sessions, which we've been really happy about. The calls we've been getting have been from publishers, managers, mixers, engineers, producers. We've been getting a lot of traffic in. We spent a lot of time making the studio look high quality so that people would use it. We wanted to hang a lot of art to inspire people who come into the studio. We think it's really important, being from a producer to a mixing engineer to anybody, because this is a creative aspect, to be able to walk around, and if they even need to take a break for 5 minutes, they could look at a piece of art and get inspired and creative again. We're looking to do outdoor events. It's a place where we want to, in the future, hope to bring guests and other people from the show and bring back the whole concept within the studios that people are mingling and get together, make a giant community out of it. We've been shooting the ITLs here for quite some time. The studio actually has the capability of doing video shoots. We also have some other rooms that can be brought up to speed to shoot video as well. There's the lounge, there's the kitchen, there's the hallways. All these places, there's already been some video shot here, which we're really happy about.
Hey, you're here in my humble abode at the Fab Factory. Glad you could drop by. I'm proud to share it with you. This is an idea that started a while ago when I met Sean Fabos, and he had the vision of creating a very unique studio situation, and I had the vision of needing a control room. I was a bit of a vagabond and a little bit control room homeless at the time, and Sean and I talked about trying to put together a room that would be very conducive to the way I create. You've seen other elements of the complex, and he just did a great job. You walk in the front door and you feel creative. You walk down the hallway and you see beautiful art. You come in the control room, and I just don't like to leave here. It's just so much of me. If you notice, it's a very modern approach to making records. Everything's kind of low and very, very economical, almost a little bit austere, but in a creative way. My Argosy desk, I'm in love with it. Carl Tatz designed it. You can see the beautiful wood. A lot of people have been asking me about my monitors. These are the Ausbergers. I wish you could all just drop by and hear them. They tell you exactly what you need to know. They're fun to listen to. They're fun to work with, but yet they turn around and tell you exactly what you need to do. The low end is incredible. And then my near fields are my Amphions and brand new technologies. You see the white waveguide. The stands are actually the subs. Between my ref tones and my Amphions and my Ausbergers, I get a really good viewpoint of the song that I'm mixing from different angles. Like it's like looking at it from different perspectives. Tell me if I'm wrong. It feels to me like all creativity is borrowed. It feels to me like you can't go get creativity, but you can acquire it by standing in front of the works of creative people, or watching a creative movie, or watching the creativity in a video or a photograph or a painting. And when I walk around the halls, I love seeing the paintings here. The artists, I've met some of them, very gifted, very talented, and it's inspiring. You stand in front of these paintings, and you can receive that creativity, and hopefully it'll enhance your creativity. It does mine. I have this concept that all creativity is identical. It's just the medium with which it's expressed changes. So a painter, an artist, a musician, a writer, they all have the same creativity. It's just expressed in different mediums. So I'm a big fan of having a lot of creative people around, a lot of creative art, music, and hopefully I can receive some of that and get better at what I do. The environment that you work in, or the environment for me that I work in, is so critical. Everything affects me, and everything affects my creativity. And one of the great things about Fab Factory is great people work here in terms of vibe and feel and emotion. I can walk down the hall and play my records or my mixes for 2 or 3 people and have them give me pointers or tell me that I should change careers. Maybe not, but it's a family atmosphere, and I hate working alone. I hate being alone, and this is just the perfect place for creativity. I think that this concept and this way of working kind of represents the future. You can't quite see everything, but I use a lot of outboard gear. I use a lot of classic equipment. I use a lot of very modern equipment. And whatever it takes to make a record that is going to go out into the world and have everybody like it and respond to it and feel something from it. Real proud of the place, proud to be a part of Fab Factory, and I hope I get to make a record with you guys one day. As you can see, there's a look to the facility. The Fabos family has done an amazing job, Steve and Sean. And I wanted my room to be modern, Herb, but yet comfortable and not intimidating like some of the larger studios. Come in, have a good time, make a record, relax.
Feels that way.
What could be more creative than that?
From the time you walk in the door there,
Artwork,
that energy feels that way. It's a great place to do business. Congratulations, man.
Oh, thanks.
You waited a long time for that.
Can't thank Sean and Steve Fabos enough.
Say goodbye.
Adios.
Peace.